Tac, tac, tac. Yo les gens, j'espère que vous allez bien. Moi, ça va tranquillou. Moral au max comme d'hab. Bon, on repart. Tonton Outer World. Let's go. Perds pas de temps, parce que j'ai pas le temps. Ça c'est bon, ça c'est bon. Ça, hop, hop, on va préparer pour qu'il capte le jeu. En espérant qu'il va se lancer. Que bon, entre aujourd'hui et demain, il peut s'en passer des choses avec le Xbox Game Pass. Ok, on est bon. Perfecto. Perfecto. Tac, tac, tac. Bon, alors du coup, Devry, on l'a fumé. Ça fait libérer... Ça fait libérer, comment ça s'appelle? Ça fait libérer... On a libéré les deux représentants là de chaque faction. Un de anti-choice et l'autre de l'ordre.
Look, I'm accessorizing. I learned it from watching you move everything that wasn't welded in place.
Bingo. Bing go. On doit faire quoi là déjà? Ah oui, on doit les rencontrer. On avait fini la quête annexe, on va les rencontrer. Anti-choice là, je crois, c'est les quêtes secondaires. Et après, on va retourner au vaisseau. Normalement, on devrait activer la quête pour notre compagnon. Enfin, pour la miss. Personne anti-choice ou l'ordre, là. Oui, c'est exact. On est chaud, on est chaud.
I see you decided to accept my invitation. Good. I do hate having to follow up. Ordinarily, reception here would detain you in a whole song and dance, but you're no common contractor. You're my honored guest. And as such, I've informed them there's no need. I wanted to formalize my gratitude for your assistance on Greater Tranquility Station. What a shame our negotiations were so violently digressed. I felt we were making real progress, notwithstanding a subsection or two. While making our expeditious retreat from the station, Alden and I encountered a dying man, one of the Order radicals in league with our would-be assassin DeVries. He confessed DeVries' entire plan and that he thought you must have stopped her. Thanks for that, by the way. 2 dead delegates really would have impeded negotiations. In fact, that is what I summoned you here to discuss. Some messages have indeed been sent hither and thither through back channels. Alden remains convinced an agreement can be reached, and I concur. Mayhaps we're both overly optimistic, but if there's even the remotest chance of bringing the Order and Auntie's choice together, the profit from doing so far outweighs the risk. With Auntie's choice as its partner, the Order need no longer concern itself with the vulgarity of production and can instead focus on experimentation and progress. Yes! All Auntie's choice requires is the ability to package, market, and sell its inventions, first to Arcadia, and then to the larger galaxy once this rift business is resolved. I assure you, Auntie's choice will maintain a very laissez-faire approach into Order business. Let's just say the Order and Auntie's choice speak a shared language. Numbers. Any reticence can be overcome if the math is attractive enough. If they partner with us, it's only a matter of time before they come to see that profits are a more tangible proof of progress than those unquantifiable theories they get lost in. To begin, you'll need to gain favor with both the Order and Auntie's choice. I expect the Order will want you to, I don't know, clap some chalkboard erasers together or something. Do whatever you must to earn an audience with our respective leaders and convince each to agree to meet and continue the negotiations. imagine the benefits of having both the Order and Auntie's choice at your back when facing down the Protectorate? That's a rarity money cannot buy. Then there's always the moral incentive to consider, I suppose. Ending the conflict between Auntie's choice and the Order means less lives lost. Capital! As I mentioned before, you'll first need to earn an audience with the presiding bishop and our very own chief executive before this plan can go ahead. When it comes to the Order, approach their laureates. They seem to run things. On our side, work with the VPs, improve their opinion of you, and gain their trust. Oh, and you might see about improving your oratory skills in the meantime. Persuasive rhetoric will
Oh,
certainly be valuable during the upcoming negotiations.
je vois.
Certainly. Aren't you adorable? Next, you'll be asking me to name a time I overcame adversity in the workplace. What is anyone apart from the function they perform? To wit, I am my job, and I rather think such an esteemed position speaks for itself. If price matters, there's the bottom runger. Dingy little watering hole on the esplanade. Not glamorous, but you won't contract anything fatal from the drinks there. Probably. But for a person of means and taste, the best choice is undeniably the finest gin mill on board. They tried to name a drink after me once, you know, but I refused. Too gauche. You'll find the best choice in the upper portion of the promenade. Oh, answering that would come dangerously close to upward communication, which is not something we advocate in Auntie's choice. Wouldn't want the junior ranks getting the idea that they can review or, law forbid, critique their seniors. Suffice to say, Auntie Cleo is without peer, quite literally. This corporation would be adrift without her as our steady bellwether.
Ok.
Attention, morally gray outsider. The adventure of your lifetime awaits. Auntie's choice is hired. Hello, daring self-determinivist, stalwart seeker of self-betterment, or rapacious rogue of corporatism. Welcome to Auntie's Choice Esteemed Invaluable Disposable Agent Program. As in IDA, your assignments will be some of the most decisive and admirable tasks that Auntie's Choice has to offer. IDAs help explore the wilds, plot our path, and shape the evolution of our beloved corporation. And with enough rugged determinism, you might even live to see the results. That's right, a life filled with action, adventure, riches, and romance awaits. Being an IDA will see all of your fantastical dreams come true. Now, if you'll just exit through to your left, 2 of our top 29 vice presidents are waiting to speak with you. And remember, Auntie's Choice Stay Hungry Meal Pack offers our finest pre-sliced bread and dehydrated water tablets in one convenient package for an additional price.
Je vois. Ça nous emmène où là? Où est-ce qu'il nous emmène le Kevin? Il n'y a pas d'étage. Comment je sais? On va tester. Oh, oh, oh. Je vois, je vois.
Wonderful to meet you. C.F. Pendergrass III, Strategic Reconfiguration. It's not every day we have such a capable operative accept our invitation to the undisputed claim. While it was those ill-fated peace talks that got you here, I've kept tabs on you for a good long time.
Yes, we've all kept tabs. Auntie and I have spoken about you several times now. Ursula Ormsby, Proprietary Insight Acquisition. You'll report to both of us. For now.
Indeed. It is our pleasure to meet you, and I am beyond tickled to welcome you to Auntie's Choice.
There are so many reasons to shop for Auntie's Choice products. We have a wide range of goods.
Yet they are indubitably one and the same. By coming into my employ and helping to secure Auntie's interests, you are directly manifesting a stable future for this colony.
At Auntie's Choice, we make things happen. If you want to move something along swiftly, you come to us. If you want to endlessly dither about numbers, talk to the Order.
You, my friend, are being given the opportunity of a lifetime. Auntie's Choice has a dynamic new vision, and we need a specific kind of go-getter to make it happen. We need someone not shaped by Auntie's meritocracy. It serves its function, but our workers tend to focus on rung climbing. We need an individualist who sees unorthodox solutions. A daring, non-conforming perturbation ameliorator to implement our monopolistic mercantile methodology plan.
More succinctly, we are recruiting an expert outside consultant.
Be our eyes and ears, act as our emissary, and when necessary, dispense with any competition. I have a plan, a vision that will change the course of Auntie's Choice.
Yes, Charles, your vision. Created alongside myself, a team of researchers, slew of marketing experts, a moon-spanning computronic gizmo, and not least of all, Auntie.
C'est une équipe de chercheurs d'experts en marketing d'un bidule informatronique de la taille d'une lune et surtout de Tati. Vous mettez rien, j'en suis, mais ça fait beaucoup d'efforts mentaux juste pour faire venir ma petite personne. Vous voulez que je revienne plus tard, je dirais que vous avez besoin de passer un peu de temps tête à tête pour résoudre tout le problème.
Don't allow our banter to fool you. We are valued colleagues who, under normal circumstances, hold each other in the highest esteem.
So true. This particular effort has our nerves a bit high-strung, but we'll still exchange spratwurst platters come the 10th day of presents for Auntie's birthday.
Well, ain't that nice? I can't quite recall the last time I got to swap gifts on a company holiday.
Your first assignment demonstrates some of the very qualities we need. Something unexpected, or in truth, unprecedented, has happened at one of our repackaging facilities on Praetor.
If I understand correctly, they're having something of a workforce issue. Don't know rightly what you call it. Workers are, well, asking for things. It's strange. They've stopped working. The workers there simply stopped.
They expressed, and I know this is going to sound more than a bit strange, dissatisfaction. And they said they won't return to work unless
On
things
appelle ça
at
une
the
grève.
plant improve.
Specifically, they stated, until we meet their demands. As though employees
Hmm.
have a right to demand anything of their employers. And what, pray tell, has them so aggrieved?
Dear law, what a bunch of devious, ungrateful, greedy little prigs! After all the opportunities Auntie's given them to repay us like this, I'm so disappointed.
So what do you suggest we do about such an utterly unheard of situation? It is absolutely imperative that we get those people back to work, whatever it takes.
11% quarter over quarter. Not too shabby, but that's small change compared to
Negotiate. As in, give in to some of their demands. Won't that set a terrible precedent for others?
No, Ursula, it won't, because we won't be the ones doing it. That is exactly why we've hired you as my brand new perturbation ameliorator. You'll solve the problem for us, and we will retain absolute deniability.
credit where it's due.
Chercher un pigeon.
As your chief executive, I've fostered a healthy cutthroat rivalry between our top divisions. Jealousy, hard feelings, really stirring.
No, of course not. We just can't be seen violating a tenet as fundamental to anti-society as employees better do their void-damned jobs.
But you who are not officially an Auntie's Choice employee, can do whatever you want. Anyone asks about our involvement, and we can disavow it.
Always remember, commercialism is the foundation that
Wonderful! You'll go to Praetor, meet the plant's overseer, and mediate an end to this lunacy, which gets those ingrates back to work.
I have zero doubt Auntie and I will be completely impressed by your efforts. Unless you disappoint, in which case I will disavow that statement.
through your decisions
Je vois.
sobers. What's more, we skip the frivolously lengthy approval process our overbearing neighbors employ. Why wait 20 years to bring a new product to market when it can...
Donc ça c'est bon. Donc ça c'est la grève. Attends, on va d'abord faire ça. En fait, on peut même pas. On est obligé d'y aller nous-mêmes. Un groupe de cadres intermédiaires moyennement médiocre soit discuté d'un parti commercial intéressant qui profiterait à vos deux parties sur l'entrepont arrière du revendication incontestée. Ça, on a la grève. Attends, ici, on fait ça. Faites votre rapport à la tour de siège. Ok.
Suited to the shifting needs of our populace. After all, that's what unbridled freedom's all about. Live, love, laugh, purchase, and consume with Auntie's
Attends, d'ailleurs, c'est qu'on va où là? Ah, il est là.
Always remember, commercialism is the foundation that Auntie's Choice Society is based
On dirait
on.
Bioshock.
Not because we worship bits, but because of the system's glorious efficacy. While the Protectorate decide what its subjects get, we respond to what you want through your decisions as consumers. What's more, we skip the frivolously lengthy approval process our overbearing neighbors employ. Why wait 20 years to bring a new product to market when it can be enhancing people's lives now?
You seem like a go-getter. Let's consume lunch sometime.
Sorry, time is bits. Bits is time. Or are, that is.
You look unfortified. Getting enough emulsifiers in your diet?
I done falled off the corporate ladder. Ever read the Middle Manager Handbook? Really shores up the foundation of your fundamentals.
Why, looky here. It's our contractor. I see you got her message. Glad you followed up. Now, the question is, are you just here to work an angle, or are you moved by our plight? When the brass sets an impossible deadline, who do you think everybody on the floor gets mad at? When trials run late because some lab tech melted, who catches upstairs ire? See, us in middle management, we get none of the credit, all of the blame. Catch hell coming and going, with nary a promotion or raise in sight. Well, we've had it. We pulled our funds to hire a maverick outsider like yourself, to collect useful information on 3 local persons of interest, to help us climb the ladder. First person is Melquiades Alcantara, proprietor of the Bottom Runger. Came up with this new drink, the Raptidon Bite. Everyone's dying to try it. We want the secret recipe. The second is an unnamed individual. Shows up at the Esplanade every day with a mop and an armed escort. What's his story? What does he know?
And why is he always waving at everybody? And smiling, too.
Head back here when you're done with them two. The third target we'll talk about after. Sort of a controversial figure around here. Consider him a concern for later. Anything else?
Mm-hmm.
That's what we want to find out. And that whole smiling business, anybody that's secure in their place here has to have dirt on somebody. Something that we could capitalize on. Oh, nothing so mundane. Alcantara's cornered the market with an innovative concept. Our grand vision is... Okay, wait for it. Now he's done all the work, steal his idea. Wonderful, wonderful. Let me just say that we're all so looking forward to working with you. We can't wait to benefit from the fruit of your efforts. See, everybody? Things are looking up already. Upper middle management, here we come.
Ok.
I'll have you know my panhandling license is completely up to date.
Donc la question c'est... Où allons-nous? Ok, donc faut aller là et là. Donc on se déplace, hein. Faut se faire chier. Tant qu'on en profite, hein, il y a le voyage rapide. Il n'y a pas forcément un voyage rapide dans tous les jeux.
Artificiality is our guiding principle. Enjoy an artificially
Get you something? Yeah, all the yelling. Could listen to that all day, every day. Actually, I have. That'd be Melquiades. Afraid he stepped away to his office. He's around the corner to the right, just past the stairs. Likely find him whipping up a fresh batch of Raptidon Bite cocktails. Won't do it in front of me. If I did, I certainly wouldn't share it with the likes of you. Stuff sells hand over fist. Think the boss would share that with me? I'm just a lowly factotum around here. I mean, I actually been concocting my own cocktail creations in my odd-off hour. I'm very creative, but, you know, he don't care. In fact, I have. I once made a drink called Death by Purpleberry and also Zeranium Poisoning. Very high concept. Only a select clientele would appreciate it. Fleetingly. Till next we meet.
Okay.
Exploitation's output is down 18%. I'm not paying professional hunters to run a petting zoo.
I just want to say, I'm a big fan of your work.
Oh, il y a un mort.
Keep it up and we'll name a vodka flavor after you.
Have a profitable day.
Holy shit.
Here for Melquiades Alcantara. Afraid you're a mite bit late.
Respected subordinates, spare me no gumption, and I promise we will all thrive.
Investigator Yoshida, Department of Excessive Corporate Malfeasance. Did you know the deceased?
There are so many reasons to shop for Auntie's Choice products. We have
Seems like you're not the only one. Were you aware if you had any business rivals, any disgruntled employees? Deals gone sour?
we have food and drink for every taste and meal you can imagine.
Huh. So you were just stopping by to ask about his secret innovation. The one that likely got him killed.
Parasite-free purple berries. The term parasite-free indicates the fact that any kind of parasite found in an Auntie's
No, it would make my day if you were to blame. I only cover internal rivalries. As an outsider, you'd be someone else's department to worry about. We mostly just make sure no one's sloppy enough to get caught. If they do, we throw the book at them. And it's a large book. Leaves quite a mark. Of course we have laws. Anyone breaks a few in a flagrant or particularly inept fashion, they need to be held accountable, or everyone's bottom line suffers. You're clear to saunter freely. Well, maybe someone over at the bottom runger knows something. Don't forget, Auntie's Choice Zero-G whiskey gets you into orbit.
C'est moche, le Kevin il est mort. On va lui dire qu'il est mort.
I'm Auntie Cleo, and I endorse this message.
Look who's back. You. I know one. Valo Andrews, owner of the Best Choice. Wasn't too keen on our success. Melchiah said she's meaner than a bag of raptidons. I'll miss his wit. The only way I'd ever make it in that place is crawling through a vent. Some of us have pride. More's the pity.
Selling the sizzle of incremental product improvements.
Oh.
Sales of new and improved stimulants and nutrition supplements are up 11% quarter over quarter. Not too shabby, but that small change.
Alors comment on fait pour aller à l'étage?
Experimental operations where top lab coats are
Ah non.
pioneering confidential work in well, whatever they're working on. Don't worry about it. All I know is their department alone is responsible for a 28% increase in our entire operational budget for the next fiscal semi-decade.
Voici Best Choice, c'est ça?
Samples from our nutritious tobacco line.
I've fostered a healthy cutthroat rivalry between our top divisions. Jealousy, hard feelings, really stirring the pot. Unorthodox? Well, no, not really. But I get results. Writ large in black ink on our balance sheet. You're welcome, employees.
Yes, may I help you somehow? Likely by reminding you that this is not the entrance for unwashed service plebes. Please go tell your manager to fire you. Then follow proper protocols, or we'll find other vendors to patronize.
Diversified, but we can always do better. I'll give it to you straight in my quarterly
Oh, really? You think that you belong in our lounge, dressed like that? 3 sisty pigs in a trench coat would have a better shot at getting in than you do right now. The owner tasked me with maintaining the posh allure of the Best Choice, and you are hardly the kind of inestimable personage that would be proper to admit.
Quite the fit pit. Down 14% in net gross.
A significant contribution to my post-Boniface retirement fund.
I suspect there is some method of ingress that does not capitulate to this cretin's desires.
Down 18%. I'm not paying professional hunters to run a petty.
Sure you will, peasant. Though you
Ah si, il y a le fameux...
Life's work. I get it. Between the rifts, aggressive rivals, and the actions of maverick freelancers, there's a lot
Normalement, il y a...
out there right now. The
on appelle ça? Hein.
See that vent? Give you one guess where it leads to.
But I'll have no truck with the ambition deficient. Respected support.
Ah, voilà, j'allais dire, elle conduit. Chercher le mot.
Many reasons to shop for Andy's choice products. We have a wide range of goods for every budget.
Ok.
To the most victorious of customers, we have
Ostentatious. I expect perpetual inebriation is the only way anti-servants remain sad.
but that we can sell you recipes for. We are also
This one.
retailers for parasite-free.
See, they're letting in anyone now. Oh, don't we all? Have an issue with the service? She's in her office. Door to your right. See what you do.
Donc c'est là.
Always remember, commercialism is the foundation that Anti's Choice Society is based upon. Not because we worship this,
Carte d'accès de We Are Conman.
system's glorious efficacy, while the protectorate
Oh, il est là, lui.
what its subjects get. We respond to what you want.
Everyone has their little hunch about which new product line or something. I say you need to ask the common consumer.
Lengthy approval process. Overbearing neighbors
Yes, what is it? I'm very busy and I can't spare the time for... Wait a moment. My old compatriot from Paradise Island! What a pleasure it is to see you again. Much has changed since our last encounter. I'm now Deputy Managing Director of Persons Manipulation for all of Auntie's Choice. It's all thanks to you and the information on mental refreshment that you retrieved me. Now even the most stubborn non-consumers can be reoriented, whether or not they desire it.
After all, that's what unbridled freedom's all about.
Babylon Carr? I'd nearly forgotten the name. She's yet languishing in Fairfield. Such a shame. Her ruthless battlefield efficiency didn't get her as far as she'd hoped. I hope you'll excuse me. Many people to see, meetings to attend, bits to make. If only I could refresh my superiors, this would all be so much simpler. Kidding. Merely kidding. I would never misuse this wondrous technique. Not until it's perfected. May we meet another time.
Ah ouais.
Let's go here. I mean, no deal. I'm sure
Ah ouais. Ah, donc c'est toi.
What are you doing back here? No one's allowed. Who left that door unlocked? What are you even doing in my bar? Someone will be fired over this. Then, once they reach the nadir of their sorrows, rehired, only that I may fire them again. And I don't know what you think you're seeing here, but ignore all this.
Next, we have Reginald Oswald in proprietary...
What? All this? Furtive mixing of cocktails is simply how I relieve stress in a productive manner. It's a Raptidon bike, a unique concoction devised by Melquiades Alcantara, who was simply my dearest friend. Or was. I procured its recipe from him before his unfortunate passing, and before you ask, yes, I have receipts for everything.
Remember, Elise, when you told colleagues over drinks at the bottom runner that I was, quote, long in the tooth and short on ideas? Then you agonized for weeks that your comment might get back to
No,
me.
I don't think so. Now that we have the recipe for this dreadful elixir, our clientele no longer have reason to stray.
Less stressful. And if you haven't heard your name yet,
Ugh, whatever. You're frankly exhausting me with all your statements and questions. Look, I see you're going to be a problem. Just cover my efforts and expenses and the recipe's yours. Our patrons are returning already anyhow.
Ah, 5000, sérieusement?
Come back when you do, I suppose. Or don't.
5000. Non. Ouais, je sais ce qu'il faut en fait. Faut lui fouiller ses poches. Mais j'ai pas l'avantage de pickpocket, je l'ai pas pris. Vers les poches. Il y a la pickpocket. Hmm. Ouais, le truc c'est qu'on peut pas aller. On peut pas aller là. Enfin si, techniquement on pourra aller là. Non, on peut pas. Hmm.
What now? If you must.
Là, faut vraiment que je paye 5000. Ah, ça fait cher. On va pas se mentir, hein, ça fait cher. Faut que j'interroge. Faut que j'interroge.
Wait, what? How did you get in there? I'm giving your description to the proper authorities and reporting on you to our upper tier retail association.
I also enjoy the simple pleasure of watching professional.
Now please, go anywhere else so
Hmm.
that I can tend to the actual patrons worth of entrance into the mysteries.
C'est-à-dire que j'aurais dû repasser par le conduit.
Horse comestibles! Horse comestibles! We're literally giving them away!
Designed to be better than nature, because nature wants to kill you. Since then, our company has grown, evolved, consumed the first of many rivals. But that original goal remains. One of our goals. Yes, now we strive to spread.
Let's confine ourselves to surreptitious glances from here.
Betterment throughout the galaxy, but we do so knowing you persist.
Ouah, ta clope elle est.
By our products.
Bon.
So strive, thrive, survive, arrive.
Avail yourself of my restroom at your leisure. I'll clean up every mess you make.
Limber up for a motivating lecture, employees. Just because your Auntie Cleo reached the top of the corporate ladder doesn't mean she can't resonate some bottom-rung relatability. Business is much like tossball, a game of inches
Yes?
and foot goals.
Tell me, do you feel as terrible as you look? Don't keep up.
Way to make a killing. Why, I was just watching the latest bout between the easy heel loafers and the zero-G shooters.
Working hard or hardly working?
From hop-off to the closing steam whistle and that 20-back tackle pileup on the tender in the mid-court restricted zone. Oh, I was on the edge of my luxury 60 high expectation lounger. Not to mention the concession sale.
Ah voilà, faut que je parle au marchand.
Huffed it out of the arena with their
My friend, Purpleberry products, complimentary Purpleberry comestibles.
Samples from our nutritious tobacco line.
We all need to put on our winger face.
Try one of
Horse comestible. Sample one of our popular horse products.
huge admirer of
Completely edible. Despite any and all appearances to the contrary.
Hello, hello. Fabulous work earlier. Been hoping for a chance to collaborate together again. And finally, the stars align. I have something you'd be ideal for. Interested? Or have you already had your fill of the creative side of this business? Splendid. The key to any successful collaboration is creating that exact kind of attitude. We've had a bit of a dispute on a prominent aetherwave drama we produce here. Some outsized egos at play, let's say. Main issue, once again, comes down to realism. Authenticity. Figured you, being such a maverick outsider and all, would be perfectly suited to advise. It's called Corporate Fixers for Hire. Heard of it?
I do enjoy spectating a rousing sporting match as much as all of you.
It's about a department of contract specialists who assist others in taking down organizational rivals. Help them climb that ladder. Real popular, especially among middle managers. You win, pays about the same as before.
It's watered down rip-off, pitchball they call it. My, how imaginative.
Well, wonderful. You were invaluable before. Head back to the recording booth. I'll meet you there and introduce you to our so-called talent.
Why even have the T-zones then? Oh, and sportsmanlike conduct is
Sorry, in the midst of composing my latest product-oriented dramatization.
A blood
Talk
sport
later.
without blood sounds like red ink to Andy. Our tossball teams play for keeps. I witnessed no fewer than 6 critical blood
This is our star performer and sages Schilliber, Holterwilliger. He plays Rico Sockdolager, head of our top-notch team of paid troubleshooters.
So very glad to meet you, whoever you are.
And here's our lead writer, a master of fervid puffery and dynamic product-oriented dramatization, Ruby Rory.
Charmed, I'm sure.
This is our maverick friend who advised on our latest advert. Brought a real sense of authenticity to the proceedings. More realism than you can shake an actual stick at. The two of you have questions our unconventional nonconformist friend here can answer. Definitively and genuinely. So fire away. I'll leave you to it.
In this episode, we're introducing an important walk-on character. A covert agent type with a hidden past. Someone, full of intrigue. What kind of background would be wholly true and unconditionally authentic to someone like that? Someone like you, but not you. An agent you admired.
What nature inflicts to offer higher quality pharmaceuticals designed to be better than nature, because nature wants to kill you. Since then, our company has grown, evolved, consumed the
Fabulous. I mean, so real and realistic. I will endeavor to depict it in the most truly true, genuine way.
I'll be coaching our walk-on's performance. What sort of delivery would be completely honest to this person?
well fortified by our products. So strive, thrive, survive, arrive, armed with Auntie's choice. Trust your Auntie.
Auntie, when are you going to have a sale?
My dear
Interesting. Well then, I shall dutifully characterize your authoritatively truthful direction. All right, now, at this point, I need to illustrate a critical problem that our crack team, along with the walk-on, need to solve. Give me your honest feedback on the read. This manager won't go down easy. She discovered our tampering with the Computronic registry to shift blame away from our client. Now, it blames them for everything. What do you think? Honestly, too much? Was I gilding the lily?
A thing of legend to be handed down for a modest fee to each
Spacer's choice swollen-headed mascot represents the worst impulses of old corporations, who unfairly stacked the deck against the little person, as they tried with us at Tau Ceti. But did Auntie Cleo take Spacer's choice devious shenanigans lying down? No! Just like our sponsored tossball team, the Auntie Cleo's darlings refused to do when things were down at the end of the sponsorship series against the Spacer's chosen.
I'm Jean Turker-Tyler.
All right. Good feedback. Very useful. Got it.
Last question. Right afterward, we introduce a crisis of some kind. What Auntie's Choice product would be most useful? Perfect, perfect. Incorporate that department's ad copy.
Fabulosity, absolute fabulosity. Always a pleasure to work with you. We'll remember that. And likely hire some other grizzled-looking so-and-so plucked randomly off the street. You should start hearing that episode on the wireless anytime now. You've probably already started hearing your advertisement. Well, I hope you look back fondly on this whole creative dalliance. Now I will. Now just a moment and we can hear it all assembled.
Thanks to our marketing wizard selling the sizzle of incremental product improvement, sales of new and improved stimulants and nutrition supplements are up 11% quarter-over-quarter. Not too shabby, but that's small change compared to experimental operations, where top labs are doing pioneering confidential work in... whatever they're working on, don't worry about it. All I know is their department alone is responsible for a 28% increase in our entire operational budget for the next fiscal semi-decade. Credit where it's due. To me, as your chief executive, I've fostered a healthy cutthroat rivalry between our top divisions. Jealousy, hard feelings, really stirring the pot. Unorthodox? Well, no, not really. But I get results, writ large in black ink on our balance sheet. You're welcome, employees. Have a profitable day.
Go down easy. She discovered our tampering with the Computronic registry.
Overbearing tyrannical regimes like the Protectorate want to control their subjects' thoughts, to safeguard them from harm, to hide them away from proximity alerts reporting incoming threats, surrounding a ship on all sides. Rico is stressed, bulked up, in need of aid, of inspiration, of the taste he craved. If only I had Anti-Cleo and Pal's Candy Tobacco. Also available in 2 other flavors. Pop bonuses on cinnamon. What will happen next? Stay tuned for next week's episode of... That's larger, more daring, exhilarating, armed and inoculated against a hostile, peril-filled universe. With Auntie's Choice, daredevils rejoice. With Auntie's Choice, our product line is stronger than nature.
Trust your auntie.
We took what nature famously assembled.
Très bien.
I appreciate the authentic authenticity you brought to the work. Wonderful working with you. Let's definitely do this
Sorry,
sometime.
in the midst of composing my latest product-oriented dramatization.
Such a pleasure to work with you.
Purple Berry product samples. Purple
Samples from our nutritious tobacco line.
Of unavoidable embedded chemicals. With Auntie's Choice.
Sorry, time is bits. Bits is time.
Thanks for working hard, so I don't have to.
Go on. You're clear to saunter freely.
Live a life that's sweeter. With Auntie's Choice. Item. Business is good. We have positive bit flow.
Ah, j'ai quand même pas payé 5000 quand même.
Diversified. But we can always do better. I'll give it to you straight in my quarterly underperformance review. First up, excessive corporate malfeasance. The only division that earns us less when they work more. Ease off the throttle, gang. Won't be any malfeasance supposed to squeeze blood from every contract, not put us in the red. Learn to negotiate. Xenobiological exploitation's output is down 18%. I'm not paying professional hunters to run a petting zoo. Acquire and exploit the local fauna like it's your
You have
life's
ails,
work.
I have cures. Each and every one guaranteed to have, well...
Actions of maverick freelancers. There's a
You there, yes, you! You feeling famished, peckish, hoggish? Are you sure?
Uncertainty. Can't say I care for it either. But I'll have no truck with the ambition deficient. Respected subordinates. Spare me no gumption. And
Your doctor
I
called and
promise
said you're dangerously dehydrated. Well...
We market the most miscellaneous... A good...
There are so many reasons to shop for antiques.
Ouais.
We have a wide range of goods for
Que faire, que faire?
from the most extravagant
Samples from our nutritious tobacco line.
Voilà qu'on parle à l'homme mystérieux.
Keep making us money, friend.
Hey, didn't you hear me growl in a discouraging manner? The first testee ain't to be disturbed.
Oh, no, it's okay. I'm gonna, converserate a little. Just wait over there for me or something.
As you wish. Retreating to hover at a respectful distance.
Sorry, they get a mite carried away most times. Oh, that. Yeah. Wish they wouldn't say that. Ain't accustomed to fancy titles. Don't mind them. They're here to make sure nothing happens. To me, that is. On account of being a close personal friend or fellow... Auntie Cleo. It's all a bit much, to be honest. But I guess it's like Auntie always says. Anything worth doing is worth overdoing completely. Ah, she don't go by that no more. Guess I'm still not used to calling her Auntie. Auntie. There, maybe that'll do it. Anyhow, probably shouldn't just mull about here engaging in idle talk. If she saw me, she'd probably chide me for being overly friendly with everyone, like she used to.
Enough of that. You ain't idling, you're networking. Expanding business opportunities. That's my go-to line anyway.
Oh, guess I was at that, huh? Thanks. Like your arm, by the way. Mine are just boring metal.
Oh, it saves me from small talk, mostly. Ain't many folk who aren't put off by the limb and avoid me entirely, if I'm honest.
Wait, really? Why, sure. I mean, guess I can't see the harm. Hey, stay here, will you? Me and my new friend here, we're just going over there, to the bottom runger, to talk.
Staying put, but keeping alert as if our jobs and or lives depended on it.
through the conspicuous consumption of unavoidable embedded chemicals with Auntie's choice. Attention any and all no debtors.
Ah mais il a tout en...
It's time to recognize the downwardly
Quasiment tout robotique le boy.
demotions report, starting with Dr. Giles Rasmussen, demoted from his unnamed and clearly unimportant position within experimental operations. Welcome to your new role as Site Sanitation Manager, Doc. Next, we have Reginald Oswald in Proprietary Insight Acquisition, demoted for playing...
Right, so how does this all work exactly? They bring you a drink, and then people just converserate?
Working on the go. Perhaps a strategic step backward to Document Index Manager will refresh your info security fundamentals.
Really? You don't say. I tend to agree, I guess. Indubitably. Ah, this seat looks really comfortable. Oh, I'll stand. Honestly, it's a real pleasure to be here. Me, in an actual saloon, with someone to talk to, I mean. So, you want to start? Few years, maybe. Hail from Argos originally. Auntie and I both do. Kind of far from here, I think. At everything. Mining, a garbage pile, sprats, slums, more mining, the works.
That's it for this demotions report. Until next time, everybody do your jobs and there won't be a next time. Toodaloo!
I always think that, but just not out loud like that. Like sometimes when I'm cleaning this place, I find a bit or a timepiece or a half-eaten Sprat crisp bag. I turn them in just in case someone's looking for them, which earns me some weird looks. But I figure that's not trash to somebody who needs it. The way I came up, those are treasures. The first part I'm iffy on. Auntie's Choice all got sent to a mining place. People hated it, but seemed no worse than where we came from to me. Then everyone started fighting. Next thing I knew, Auntie was in charge. Then we were on a ship a while before getting here. I'm not sure how I got to come along. Maybe Auntie had it sorted, being in charge and all. Eventually, I asked for something to do. I got a note, said pick any job on the ship. I chose this one. Folks back there said they had to guard me. That's the short version.
Why even have the T-zones then? Oh, and sportsmanlike conduct is tolerated? That will put
Oh, you think? Like Auntie wanted to see if I'd become ambitious like her? Well, that's where I think maybe you're wrong. It's steady work, indoors, never runs out, so there's a lot of, what do you call it, job security. I bet I passed the test. Reckon that's an ample amount of small talk, huh? What other sort of stuff you want to talk about? The weather, maybe?
The Protectorate's entire roster of pitchball pushovers any day.
Oh, Felicity. Felicity Carroll. Dr. Felicity Carroll, eventually. So, guess she's Dr. Auntie Cleo now, technically? If that's how that works? She came to be lead scientist of research and development at Numa Experimental Station. I knew her when she was just Felicity, back in the good old days, when the company still did, human testing first, instead of just letting stuff willy-nilly out into the wild like now. I was her best test subject.
See, subordinates, I'm just like you. Until next time, look for me in the Platinum Executive Skybox above the line of scrummage.
I wouldn't exactly say it like that. Exactly. That sounds not as good as I think it.
To offer higher quality pharmaceuticals designed to be...
We were, bedraggled orphans, together. Both worked at the garbage pile in Argos. She had to pull me out one time, else I'd be smushed right now.
Consumed the first of many rivals. But that original goal remains. What of our goals?
Oh, you bet. That musical they made about her? Well, them songs were catchy as hell, but it sure left a lot out. Oh, you got me reminiscing something fierce. Did I mention she and I shared an expired chum bar once? Good times.
Wait, you mean to say Auntie's eaten expired rations and shared them? Law, she's just like us.
Maybe I can remember other important things like that. I'll sure try. I don't know how much more of this talking stuff I got in me. Anything else? All I know is one day, Felicity said she was up for a promotion, to be Auntie. Said it was an idea that went through every generation or some such. Auntie, she told me once she needed to climb to the top no matter what, but that she was real sorry about the people she had to step on to get there, though. Well, kinda. I didn't mind. Much. What's a few steppings on between close personal friends?
No.
That's not exactly something I've been privy to, per se. All I know is Auntie's has been around a lot longer than I have, and there's always been an Auntie. Can't see anyone else coming after my Auntie, though. Wouldn't imagine she'd allow it. But I don't know. Maybe the job ain't cracked up like it seems.
Go the extra even zone. This is a marathon, not a sprint to get humped in the Wednesday zone.
Well, thanks. I don't rightly know how that would have any bearing on it, but I sure appreciate the sentiment. That might be all I want to talk about. The rest makes me, you ever have this empty falling feel? You know, in your chest? Like that, I guess. I don't know, would hate to be rude. You come out with me and all.
The story of Anti-Cleo versus the Moon Man is a ballad for our ages. A thing of legend
No, there's stuff I can't say things about. Not to somebody I just metaphor now, I reckon. Sorry. This talk made me feel that empty, falling feel in my chest more. But I guess I ought to feel that way. Maybe.
No! Just like our sponsored tossball team, the
Ok, donc tonton Amos, il veut plus parler.
I can say that, right? I have your permission.
C'est ça que ça veut dire, hein. Oui, c'est ça que ça veut dire. Hmm.
We have drinks and stuff, like people do. Normal people, friendly people.
Ça me fait chier, je sais pas où aller. Ah, peut-être à l'armurerie.
You have the look of someone with murderous intent, don't we?
Non.
Ah, I knew you'd be back. Leaving with...
Non, non, non.
You seem like a go-getter. Let's consider
You
us
look
sometime.
unfortified.
Starting with product development.
Working hard or hardly working?
Have a profitable day.
Our entire operation. Thanks to our marketing wizards selling this.
Ah, ou alors à eux? Non.
You look befuddled. Or perhaps that's just your normal expression.
Welcome to head office tower. Again.
That's small change compared to experimental operations, where top lab coats are doing pioneering, confidential work in, well, whatever they're working on. Don't worry about it.
All I know is their department alone is responsible for a 28% increase in our entire operational budget for the next fiscal semi-term.
Close enough. Have a profitable day.
I'm sad sometimes, and I don't
Hearing
know.
good things. I'm behind you 110%.
Appreciate you looking out
If
for
I
our
ever
interests.
see you around here again, I'll say thanks.
Stirring the pot. Unorthodox?
You're the maverick freelancer from the wireless.
But I get
Such a pleasure to work with you. Let's show
Purple
together.
Bear
That
product
sounds
samples. Purple
Bon, ça me fait chier de claquer 5000.
Tobacco line.
On va pas se mentir que... Ça fait cher. Ça fait cher, ça fait cher. En plus, je crois qu'il me restait 6000, non? C'est ça? Ouais, 6009. Hmm. Non, je suis bientôt XP.
We can always do better. I'll give it to you straight in my quarterly underperformance review. First up,
Now please, go anywhere else so
so that I can tend to the actual patron's word of entrance into the restaurants.
You look unfortified.
Ever read the middle manager handbook? Really shores up the foundation of your
On a dit qu'on pouvait pas. Elle on peut pas, lui on peut pas. En fait idéalement faudrait rentrer rentrer mais il faut lui voler sa carte donc il faut pickpocket.
What now?
Vous expédiez conversation car vous détestez l'idée de devoir parler avec autrui. Vos choix de dialogue sont effectués aléatoirement après quelques secondes, mais vous gagnez un bonus d'expérience générale. Ah, vous êtes des fous. Vous êtes des fous. Vous êtes des fous. Attends, et si je fais Merde, je me suis trompé de touche. Bon, ça arrive. Attends. Et donc ça on a fait, ça on a fait. Eux, ils ont rien à m'apprendre. À moins qu'ils sont là. Bah non.
Of unavoidable embedded chemicals with Auntie's choice. An artificial life is a life that's sweeter. Live a life that's sweeter with Auntie's choice. I tell you, business is good. We have positive bit flow. Our portfolio is diversified, but we can always do better. I'll give it to you straight in my quarter.
En fait, j'ai envie de la tuer juste pour essayer pour voir s'il n'y a pas un autre chemin. Juste pour voir. Voilà, faut que je fasse d'autres quêtes pour avoir... Pour augmenter d'XP et que je fasse pickpocket. Attends, j'ai pas pris le couteau.
Hey, we gotta talk about all the killing you've done. Specifically of my old co-workers. I understand that things might come up, give you no choice. But for all they've done, these folk are still mine. If we can avoid bloodshed, we should. For now it is, but I ain't keen on making that permanent, and I definitely ain't keen on you deciding my future for me. Yeah, all right. Just don't put me in this spot again, Commander. I like what we got going. Be a right shame to end up on one another's blacklist.
Ouais, pas de soucis, mais Laisse-moi fouiller, putain. Donc elle a bien la recette. Elle a hommage sans filtre. Donc ce qui est drôle, c'est qu'elle n'a pas sa clé. Ouais, c'est ça qui est drôle, c'est qu'elle n'a pas sa clé. Elle a pas sa clé, donc ça veut dire qu'il y a un moyen d'obtenir la clé. Enfin, d'obtenir son pass. Mais c'est bien elle qui a la recette, hein. On est d'accord. Bon, faut voir si on peut pas faire, voir si on peut pas faire autre chose. Ah, ça on peut faire. On va commencer par ça.
Artificiality is our guiding principle. Enjoy an artificially enhanced existence through the conspicuous consumption of unavoidable embedded chemicals. With antis...
Ah, mais pourquoi elle me fait chier, je TP? Et on se casse. De toute façon, là, on va avoir la quête... Ah oui, puis il y a la quête de l'autre, normalement. Faut dire la cassette, non?
Commander, over here. Commander, wanted to chat with you about the cartridge that courier gave us. Ain't heard from Ortiz in... might well have been a year at this point. That's how it goes when you've fallen behind, and the other's got no choice but to keep moving. If he's spending his hard-earned bits to contact me now, there must be a real good reason. Would you watch the message with me? Suppose I am. He's a good friend of mine, or at least he was. I missed him. But I weren't under any presumptions that our friendship would last the moment our unit was dissolved, or we otherwise parted ways. If something's wrong, I ain't in any position to fix it. True. Thanks, Commander. Would you do the honors and get it going?
Inez, it's Ortiz. Look, I ain't got long. Neither for this message nor for life. I made a mistake. I signed up to get grafted, but it's gone wrong. Should have known when I got to the lab that something was off. It was a secret, they said. We couldn't tell no one. And now my blood's infected and I'm as good as dead. Well, I just wanted to be like you. Throw myself at the problem, wrestle it down. But I should have listened when they told me about how your graft hurt you. How it failed you. I should have reached out sooner. Maybe things would have been different. Please, find that lab on Cloister. It's in an ice cave, but I ain't sure where exactly. They hit it good. Whatever you do in this, stop them. Don't let them do this to anyone else. Please.
Commander, I ain't sure what to make of Ortiz's message. He's dying. If it's as he says, I ain't got a choice. I gotta find that lab and put a stop to things. Will you help me?
Bien sûr.
Thank you, Commander. Now we just need to find those ice caves on Cloister. We keep our lamps lit, we ought to find the lab without much of a fuss. I hope.
Attends. C'est celui-là? Ah, c'est celui-là. Faut aller à Cloister. Est-ce que j'ai été à Cloister? Je sais même plus. Attends, je vais te recauser vite fait. Non, j'ai pas lu du coup. Daniel de soit délégué, failli mourir. Daniel, j'espère que ça nous aidera quand on recherchera Daniel pour fermer ses failles. Étant donné que j'ai participé à cette tâche théâtrale, je devrais me faire remarquer sur une petite choice. Pour 2 ou 3 incidents comme celui-ci, je dirais que je me serais refait une place. Il y a quand même un truc qui me chiffonne. C'est pas exposé. En plein milieu de pourparler d'épée. Pas que l'univers a un message à nous transmettre.
Were that the case, then our little stunt at Horizon Point would have solved this mess 10 years ago. No offense. By the way, what DeVries said about Auntie and the Rift Tech, don't take it to heart, huh? Auntie ain't an idiot. Much as she loves business, reckon she loves self-preservation even more. I'd agree with you, but I reckon we don't have the time to seek out certainty. Anyway, appreciate you hearing me out. That poor Amy. I don't know how he can stay loyal to her after all this time. Fine by me. Sure. Got someone in mind? Not only is he a couple smokes short of a pack, he's also insufferable. I try, Commander, but boy, he makes it difficult. Who knows? Could be that he could change for the better if he breaks free of that protectorate nonsense he's intoxicated with. But I won't hold my breath. Ain't often you see an elder solving an equation with one hand and stabbing someone in the eye with the other. So the real question is, does she get along with me? I sure hope so. I'm keen to learn about her, though I reckon she's more of an abacus than an open book. Set in her ways, methodical. And law help you if you jostle her.
Ok, ok. Ouais, que maintenant on peut leur parler vu que tout le monde est là. Tu fais encore la gueule?
Can we talk? Promise it'll be quick. I wanted to apologize for the way I handled things after Greater Tranquility. I still feel my anger was justified, but I could have been more tactful. To put it bluntly, I wish you had made a different call. But there's no changing it now. And keeping at each other's throats over it won't help anyone, so I'm letting it go. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. We can get back to the mission now. Only felt right to clear the air. I've learned the hard way what happens when you leave things to fester. Oh yeah? What's needling you?
Ah, on peut pas parler.
That hammer's a fine piece of weaponry, sure enough.
Ah.
How much can we trust the hand wielding it? I'm flattered. But if there's any match to be made for a Directorate agent, you've just brought him onto our ship. Armed. Arbiters ain't like us. Facts matter less to them than personal judgments. Once the boulder's going, someone's getting crushed. I've seen it happen more than once. What's that saying? You are the company you keep? That optimism of yours never flags no waves, does it? Maybe you're right to give him a chance. But I'll be keeping my lamps on him, just in case things go the other way. I'm guessing you didn't come here to talk about Rao, though. So what's on your mind? Always up for a little back fence talk. Though I'm guessing you don't mean that. Well, he hasn't brought the hammer down upon us yet, so I suppose that's something. I still wouldn't play the odds on him choosing us over the Protectorate if it came right down to it, but I'd be happy to be proven wrong there. Underneath that friendly old lady facade, Marisol's a killer. Best we not forget that. Future's always changing, though. Who knows? Maybe Marisol will surprise us. In a good way, I mean. Not in a surprise attack kind of way. I hope.
Ok, ok.
Sure thing. I trust you've got particulars.
Ça c'est bon. On en a un là. Ah ouais, c'est vrai, attends. Ingap ça? Ingap c'est le robot. Ah ouais. Mmh. Incroyable. Ah! Et ça c'est une très bonne nouvelle. Récompense du novice. 29. Enfin, il y en a un qui s'améliore avec le temps. Ah, mais c'est là qu'on a nos trucs. Cherché depuis 3 jours. Oh! Ce fusil sans prétention acquiert de l'expérience lorsque vous l'utilisez, ce qui lui permet d'accroître ses niveaux de puissance. Bon, en vrai, on va l'essayer. Tenue formelle de barman, ouais. Ouais. Chapeau noir, ouais. Attends, en vrai, tout ce qui est jaune, on va le donner. Hein. Bah. Ah! Non, j'ai mon sniper là. Non, c'est parce que le couteau il est là. Ça, j'ai gardé, on va tester. Ok, ça on garde. Ça c'est bon, ça c'est bon. Là on n'a plus rien. Un petit coup d'autodoc. Ça. On est bon. Valérie.
Rao has been admitted to the ship. This unit will proceed with a Protectorate Welcome Protocol, which may include burning, prodding, and/or light electrical shocks. Agent Ibarra refers to this as somatic tolerance testing and really funny. This unit is available to which member of the incognito. Arbiter Rao shows a ready commitment to serving Arcadia. However, his loyalty to you is still under assessment. If forced to choose between this crew and the Protectorate, there is a higher than average chance he will defy you, Commander. Under such circumstances, this unit advances inflicting damage to his knees first to reduce mobility. Agent Delgado has asked that this unit not provide unauthorized updates on her aptitude or well-being. She instead requests that anyone wishing to form an opinion of her speak with her directly and within striking distance. Agent Delgado has also asked that the following addendum be provided. That last portion was a joke, to some degree. This unit is ready to...
Ok. Quoi encore? Non. Arrête de me faire chier le popotin avec ton truc là. On a quoi? Ok, donc c'est la même chose qui est en bas. Ça c'est bon, le coffre on l'a ouvert. On a madame.
Saving the delegates from De Vries took considerable effort, dear. You don't know that. They might still have a role to play if we're to close the rifts. Whatever's on your mind. Sometimes, with purpose. Don't you as well? Do you draw some moral distinction between avenging harm and nipping it in the bud beforehand? Between covert and overt means? When all is said and done, are those in your ledger any less dead than mine? Had a sense you felt that way. We'll see if situations force that to change. Some were proprietary. Often they involved forms of subtle persuasion, others more overt influence. Now and again, more direct means were required. Inquire away. I may even respond. Oh, I am a dedicated member of the Order. Beyond that, there's really little you or anyone need to hear about. Consider yourself lucky. You already know more about me than anyone else I've met in the last 20-odd years. I see you're not going to let this lie, are you? Fine. Suppose I'll elaborate. Slightly. I mentioned before I was part of the Department of Preemptive Causal Redirection. My role there, you may recall, was head intercessor. I was tasked to influence pivotal events, to keep the solving of the equation on track. Something occurred. I needed to step off the board a while. To put it mildly, after the incident in question, seeking refuge seemed prudent. Dorado appealed to me because it was off the board but not completely remote. There I could lie low for a time, but observe. So I'd believed. Our department was shuttered shortly after Ruth Pissar took office. To avoid undue attention, I remained in hiding. Do you now? Let's hear it. Another crack like that, and you might just find out. Our department employed a variety of methods to obviate hindrances and threats to the Order's efforts. We were considered wardens of the grand plan, helping correct it when needed. All of us are part of the plan. We follow the path intended for us by the architect. We should, at least. Now and then, some push back against their path, but it never ends well. Corrections can take time, even delay in the solving of the equation. That's where we came in, to get things back on track in the timeliest of manners. I'm not hearing a question. Presiding Bishop Orlo, yes, Ruth Pissar's predecessor, and better. Now there was a scientician. a true adherent to order principles, ran an efficient operation to boot. Are you asking me to reveal details of high-level covert operations? For the former head of the Order? To you, an agent for another party? I doubt you're willing to offer me a thorough accounting of your past assignments. And I bet the Earth Directorate had you on all sorts of clandestine initiatives. I'm not saying never, but we only just met, dear. Trust takes time.
Bien vu.
Because all the good mathematical terms were already taken by my predecessors? Because nothing gets past me, someone once thought, perhaps. I'm sure I don't know, dear. Whoever came up with that particular sobriquet is surely long since dead and buried. Hopefully by my hand. For a while, I'd hoped all this recent brouhaha, the schism, invasion, the rifts, was part of some long-foreseen predictive plan on her part, something oblique only at the moment. The more time passes, the less I'm inclined to give the benefit of the doubt. Maybe I'm missing a few key variables, or maybe she's a bit mathematically challenged. May all our travail... Did you need something? Happy to provide unbiased... Ah, your young colleague. Competent, practical, crack shot. Saddened by his years of isolation, but also honed like me. He would be a formidable target of assassination. Oh, he seems like a nice young man, dear. You want me to say something nice, dear? He has good taste in adventure serials, I suppose. Otherwise, no redeeming qualities. She has an aptitude for killing, although it's quantity over quality with her. I'm glad she's on our side, but I'm still sleeping with my goggles on proximity alert mode. She possesses surprising scientific aptitude, particularly in the medical field. Good to see she's finally recognized her true value. Auntie's choice never deserved her. Her model is a design classic, and the aftermarket mods she received from Niles are most impressive. We'd be dead many times over without her. She makes me laugh more than anyone. Suppose you can ask.
Ok, ok.
Very well.
Ok, donc ça c'est bon. Non, ça c'est Nils. Ouais, ça c'est Nils. Peter avec les dessins, ça change pas. Ok. Ouais, pas grand chose là. Tristan avec ton gros marteau.
I'm glad we made it off Greater Tranquility Station. Presumably the delegates did as well. I'm pleased we prevented their murder. But they remain my enemies, peddling a false peace. I only hope we do not pay for this decision in the future. But let us focus on the task at hand, saving Arcadia from the rifts. Certainly. I consider myself an Who amongst our motley assortment would you care? Marisol possesses a calculating resolve that has nothing to do with mathematics. Had I anything to fear from her, she would have struck already. I can work alongside her, but I shall keep my guard high nonetheless.
Pas bien.
Verily, idle gossip hardly suits.
we standing around jawing for? There's mayhem and murdering to be done. Such as?
Non.
There's anything worse than my former...
Who exactly?
Of course I do. What's not to like? To envy? Her style, her lethality.
Oh, she's a professional for architect's sake. I wish I'd known about her department when I was growing up. Even as a child, I know they'd have seen my potential. Tristan's a standard issue arbiter, albeit with an extra slathering of arrogance, especially when it comes to ensuring the Protectorate's inane laws are followed without question. But as long as that ridiculously large hammer of his isn't pointed in my direction, I could watch him administer justice all day. Though he'd be loath to admit it, his propensity for violence almost matches my own.
Such as?
Ok. Ok, on a tout fait. Donc on va aller sauver son poteau. Enfin, si son poteau est encore debout. Closer, c'est là qu'on doit aller. Ah. C'est que je récupère... Non, faut que je récupère les failles avant. Non? Ah ouais, c'est au Prautora qu'on va. Chier. Je vais regarder vite fait quand même. Que c'est toute une map à explorer? Ou c'est juste un bout de map?
Moment of your time, Commander.
Bien
Remember
sûr.
that matter on Cloister I mentioned earlier? Well, since we're here and all, thought we might take it up now. Might be hard to believe, but 20 or so odd years ago, I made a mistake. Feels like high time I righted it. Now I'm out and about again. That's where the error occurred, I believe. Others judged it such. I shut it down. Believe I was wrong to do so. For many years now, a former colleague of mine's been in a remote spot called Reasons Pass, on account of my decision. Hardly. Quite the opposite, in fact. She's one of the finest minds to ever grace the Order. Her research was unconventional, surely. She was as well. I think with both, we could right things, get the Order back on its intended path. Do appreciate it, Commander.
Ok, donc toi tu veux venir. Ça j'ai compris tout de suite. Comme il va falloir Inès, donc il va falloir que je prenne vous deux. Forcément. Donc en route pour Inès. Et pour toi Marisol. Est-ce qu'on fait direct les quêtes? Je pense qu'on va faire direct les quêtes. On fouillera après. Hein. Bon, ça va faire une sacrée map. « 1500. Shit. C'est loin. Mais c'est loin tout ça. Oh là là. J'ai mal. Ah, attends, c'est quoi? Ouais, c'est ça. Hein. Faut d'abord faire toi, t'es plus près. Ah, puis là, il y a Russ aussi. Ok.
Grafting, playing low with the cold. My whole damn arm's asleep.
Tu te fais un effort. Hein. Tu veux venir alors. Hein? Bon. Et un moulage de frites. « 85 ! Un gourmand, toi. Il y a encore plus que le sniper que j'ai là. Ah, lui, il est qu'à 58. Ça, c'est fort. Ça, c'est très fort. Peut-être qu'en plus, on peut avoir... on pourrait avoir... on appelle ça? On pourrait avoir des trucs intéressants. Ça, faut revendre. Ah ouais, faut que je mette lui aussi. Pour voir ce que ça donne. Donc toi et toi, je garde. Non, toi tu fais 48, toi tu fais que 42. Et toi t'as 110, 105, toi tu as 165, 105. T'es meilleure cadence de tir. Attends, toi. Tire comment toi déjà? Mhm. Ouais, mais tu fais moins de dégâts que lui. C'est du coup par coup, hein. Ouais, je m'en souviens, c'est du coup par coup. Là, on va plutôt prendre toi. Toi. T'es plus efficace. Ça veut dire que toi, tu dégages. Toi, on va garder. Toi, on gardera. Ça, c'est dégage. Ça, c'est bon. Ça, on garde. Ça, on garde. « 531. Parfum Pinac kilo. Ouais, toxicité que 55. Bah lui aussi. Est-ce que je peux te rajouter à la place de... de toi? 55, 55, 55. Ah non, restaure presque 3000. Pas mal ça. On a plus 20 en aux uranium, mais bon. Il faut que j'attende d'avoir déverrouillé les autres trucs là. Compétence, on est bon, ça on est bon, ça on est bon. Du coup on reprend le petit. Holy shit, mais t'es gros toi. Ah. Snipe pas là. Donc on va prendre toi. Alors ce que ça donne. Avec dilatation temporelle. On a tout hein. Ça c'est bon, ça c'est bon.
What could possibly be keeping the repair personnel so long? Oh, greetings. By any chance, did you happen to encounter the repair personnel I dispatched to Resistor Bank 2789D12? Our new JTY-1030 resistor banks are built with enough durability to suffer through a tremendous amount of misuse. But the brutish handling by the Protectorate is too much for it. The misuse is causing moisture uptake, which causes the resistors to give off more heat. In the snow, that means more moisture, which means even more heat. I'm sure you can observe that the problem is cyclical in nature. I don't suppose you'd be willing to aid me in fixing this? It's down in the valley just southwest of the archive. The heat has liquefied all the snow off the glass surface. It is an easy location to observe. Ursopods, Protectorate forces, rogue scrappers, blizzards, mantisaurs, maybe even Auntie's choice forces. Truly a smorgasbord of unfortunate options. In the short term, it's wreaking havoc with the weather and causing small, localized blizzards. Long term, the archive would suffer irreparable damage to multiple systems. Undoubtedly, this would reduce its maximum operations per millisecond. Obviously, this is unacceptable. I loathe that, for now, our actions may aid the Protectorate. But we must protect the archive. Oh, this is most appreciated. Unfortunately, the previous repair personnel took the only repair kit I had on hand. I'll mark the coordinates of the resistor bank on your map, but locating the repair personnel will be up to you. If you find him, you find the kit. I hope. Otherwise, the repair will be most difficult. Law guide you.
Ouais, t'inquiète, on va trouver. Il reste en bas le cache. Petit lance-rayon plasma. Pas mal, pas mal. Ouais, une quête là.
Temporary indignities of the body are nothing contrasted to the Order's future. Keep those eyes open, soldiers. Corneal frostbite be damned.
Yeah.
Ok.
I find your proposed time frame leisurely. Unaccountably so.
But going any faster grossly increases the threat of collapse. Burying us beneath the snow benefits no one.
So long as we are operating within the statistical parameters given to us. I see absolutely no reason to delay. Pick up the pace.
Oh, hello. Cogitate here often?
Have an intellectually stimulating day.
Ah oui.
Fuck off the funny
On repasserait par là. On peut pas aller par là? Oh, il y a un mur invisible. Ah les gamins. Ah, c'est trop beau.
Hold. We're presently observing a ceasefire with Auntie's choice, but its duration may be subject to sudden reversal. Would hate for you to get caught in any crossfire. See that giant glowing structure in the distance there? That's the Archive's main entry point. However, I'd caution you to give it a wide berth. The Archive's under Protectorate control, and they mean to keep it. You'll not gain access without serious military support. For every problem, a solution. That's the Order way. Though if we were capable of retaking the Archive, I assume we would have done it by now. Never hurts to ask, though. Ultimately, it's the leadership's call. I find it best to keep my eyes on my own paper. Gathering data on the enemy's movements and behavior. Blizzards raise the degree of difficulty, but that's our problem, not yours. Cloister has been a difficult front, and losing the Archive, first to the invaders and now to the Protectorate, has made it even more painful. Never mind the rifts. If you're looking for a way to help us out, I recommend heading to Laplace's garden. Follow this path and you can't miss it. Only the finest place on this ice ball. Words aren't sufficient to capture its many quality attributes. Best you observe it yourself. Avalanche collapsed part of the tunnel to the garden, so the safest path is along the cliffside here. Mind your step.
C'est tout? Très bien. Attends. Qu'on fouille d'abord. Hein. Ouais, trop de trucs. Russe. c'est quête de faction. Fallait parler à russe.
Marisol, been thinking. You've been on your own for a great while, trusting no one, always on the move. Don't you get lonely?
Of course, it comes with the trade. And with being a coldly calculating killing machine. I'm assuming you're asking because you too have feelings of isolation.
I'm lonely because I had no other option. You chose this.
True, but with good reason. To be alone is to be efficient and free of any conflicts of interest. Why would I willingly choose to tie one hand behind my back?
Oh, il y a du rouge, c'est en bas. Oh. Les régisseurs orthopodes.
Don't bother conversating unless you're prepared to cite your sources.
I have too much on my mind for idle numerical chit-chat.
D'accord. Salut. Quoi, c'est tout?
Are you going to be a problem? Because I have a solution that requires very little
Je
computation.
vois. Nous péter le cul, quoi. Mhm.
Did you receive your personalized order prediction yet? I'll admit to a bit of trepidation in regards to opening mine. This is the first one I've received since deployment.
Honestly,
Use caution as you progress. There's been reports of
Ouais, je sais, je vais tester. Oh, ce tout petit coup par coup. Oh, comment ça pue.
Come back and scan. Did not refuse medical support.
They sound. It appears we've dealt with all of them. Ah, that was
Thank
a
you,
close one.
T'es déjà niveau 2. Enfin, niveau 3. T'es un rapide, toi. La question, c'est quoi ton niveau max? Ouh, là, on a rafale accéléré. C'est pas mal, ça. Enfin, c'est pas mal. Un peu de chance de coup critique qui remplace le tir de visée de l'arme par une rafale de 3 coups. Oh non. C'est le seul truc que je voulais pas. Moi je vais tester mais... Attends d'ailleurs, toi t'es niveau combien toi? Niveau 4. Ok, donc par là on peut se barrer. Ok, on va aller faire un tour, on va aller voir Rust.
Show your work or shove off.
I've got your numeral. Keep moving.
Oh. On va demander des missions. Ou pas. Y'a pas. Un signe. La mutilatrice reine mentiseur. Crime reproché homicide. Au hasard, profanation immonde de cadavres et mastication. Et consommation régulière d'êtres humains. Dossier de la mutilatrice est l'une des mentiseurs larguées sur le cluster par les forces de Tati. Même pour une membre de son espèce, elle s'est montrée particulièrement destructrice, intelligente et résistante à toute extermination. Sa propension au démembrement est à noter. Les mentisseurs ne sont pas connus pour faire dans la dentelle, mais il manquait les 4 membres à presque chaque corps qu'elle a laissé dans son sillage. Étant donné le vice de cette anomalie statique, la mutilation doit être éliminée le plus vite possible. Ok. Et Bill la chevrotine, un crime reproché. Pillage organisé et désorganisé. Cambriolage et prise en otage de recherche. Meurtre indiscriminé. Utilisation intempestive et imprudente d'une arme à feu. Tapage exponentiellement croissant. Autrefois officier décoré d'Anti-Choice, Bill la chevrotine n'avait qu'un seul but, l'acquisition d'armes à feu de plus en plus grosses et bruyantes. Apparemment déçu par l'éventail d'armes médiocres fournies par Anti-Choice, Bill a convaincu son unité de déserter. Ces bandits, lui, ont pillé plusieurs convois de l'ordre, volant les recherches et la technologie qu'ils contenaient. Ils ont été repérés pour la dernière fois au nord-est de Gloucester, près d'une chapelle d'excogitation isolée. Localisez Bill et empêchez-les de harceler l'ordre une bonne fois pour toutes. Ah. Et ben voilà. Alors attends, faut faire ça c'est après, ça c'est après, ça c'est après. Toi d'abord. Ouais c'est ça.
Hey, Commander. Something tells me the Order won't be keen on letting an enemy soldier walk through their gates. Reckon I ought to step away? Got something that needs doing, Commander?
J'ai pas peur. Ils sont pas contents, je leur pète le cul.
So what exactly does the Order want out of all this?
Could you be more specific, dear?
First off, y'all picked an interesting time to split from the Protectorate. Now you're fighting them and Auntie's Choice, losing ground all the while? What's the play here?
Same as it has always been. To solve the universal equation, use it to predict the motion of every atom in the universe, and thus ascend to godhood. We simply must push through current events to achieve our goal. When we succeed, all of humanity will reap the benefits, even the unwashed lay people. You're welcome, dear.
Ouais.
Heard that rift near the archive has destabilized. Must be a sign. The Protectorate's latest action clearly runs... Halt! The Oracle Laureate sent ahead to expect someone matching your description. However, he said nothing about admitting questionable... allies. Members of Auntie's Choice are not permitted inside Laplace's garden. Your companion will have to wait outside.
Huh. If only one of us could have foreseen this situation. But I'll stay back, Commander. Ain't no reason to cause a scene.
You should heed the wisdom of your... friend.
Yeah, these hues suit my complexion real good.
As likely as I find that theory, we have rules and regulations for a reason. We are at war, you might have noticed. The Oracle Laureate is our foremost seer, excluding the presiding bishop herself. He oversees the Department of Predictive Analysis, and in so doing keeps the Order on course. Ha! I've heard some terminological inexactitudes before, but that one sure sullies the quiz. Seers are infallible. Our Oracle Laureate certainly is. Laureate Beckett said to accommodate you as best as possible, but rules are rules. Is this some kind of test? No participants or observants are permitted to discuss Laplace's garden outside its boundaries. You'll discover all you need once inside, after ridding yourself of your problematic
En plus, je peux même pas y aller.
of course.
Putain, il est jamais content, lui. Bon, c'est pas grave. De toute façon, à la base, j'ai pris ces deux-là juste pour faire les quêtes. Médiatrice, elle est là, mais on va faire celui-là. Ça veut dire qu'il faut que j'aille là.
Soldier, please assess your pain on a variable scale of 1 to 100. 1 being entirely pain-free and 100 being the worst pain you can imagine.
There is far too much variability in that scale. The amount of pain I can imagine.
Le simulateur chimique semble avoir été rempli avec tout le nécessaire pour créer une trousse de secours. Ah, faut médecine 7.
Imagine is hardly an objective measure of the maximum amount of pain I could actually feel.
Your observation is correct, which is a diagnostic in its own right. Now, if you were to...
Happy to chat for 0.07
No
seconds.
lectures, please.
Time's up. Bye. Yeah.
I won't think twice about applying the precise amount of force.
Sorry to cut you off, but I'm encumbered with various concerns of the existential variety.
Ok. Ouais, c'est ça, après, faut que je passe par là. Ils ont des gros canons. Bon, la faille.
No reason to reason with you.
Do you see these magnificent weapons? They have the greatest destructive potential the Protectorate can bring to bear. Tell me then, why should they not have been installed here?
Not an issue of ammunition or targeting calculation capacity. Is it because of the low ambient temperature on Cloister?
Very astute. The ambient temperature is indeed below a critical threshold at all times, yet the Protectorate ignored our warnings repeatedly.
Instances like this, are they reason for the Great Schism?
Correct. At every turn we tried to guide them with logic and reason, but they could not see past their own hubris. Thank the Architect we are no longer exposed to such.
I have many solutions, but none for
Not
your
in the mood for a
problems,
random
but with
interaction,
you.
thank you.
Bonjour.
I suppose I could spare 0.004% of my daily cycle to say hello.
Très précise. Vraiment, c'est vraiment très précis. Hein. Pas le courant.
Another object, just gone. Nothing should work. Excuse me, I don't think you have the author. It's fine, but don't get too close. You won't survive direct contact with the rift.
Enfin, un peu bizarre celle-là. Mais lui doit en savoir des choses.
We've been doing our utmost to find ways to manipulate this rift or extract data from it. Unfortunately, our efforts have been ineffective thus far. I suppose it's too much to hope for, but would you, perchance, happen to have any practical experience with or mathematical understanding of the rift phenomena?
Ah ouais, donc il faut récupérer le...
Fascinating. It seems gravity doesn't apply
Récupérer le
to
truc.
but it somehow maintains its
Ok.
position in space relative to the solar system.
Ouais. Ouais. Moi je pourrais piquer hein, personne. Hein. C'est quoi ça? Et après on va par là. aussi par là aussi. Ouais, non, c'est juste un décor, ok. On a toi. Et des morts. Les araignées, ça. Effectivement. Les mantisores. Ah ouais. Il faut que j'essaye toi. La rafale à 3 coups, c'est bien ou pas? Pas mal, on fait moins de gâchis. Et madame.
Vulnerabilities identified.
Bon, le 3 coups, il est pas mal. Faut voir si on peut faut voir ce qu'on peut lui mettre comme poignée. Carte d'accès au conteneur de stockage du technicien de l'ordre. Visée pragmatique. Attends, tu veux dire que le coffre il est là? Ah ouais, peut-être là-bas. Nini. Bon, quand il dit que le coffre il est pas loin. Ah, ou alors il est là-dedans. Qui serait plus logique. Il y en a un qui a un coffre là et je l'ai pas vu.
Captain, I fear I have a confession to make. I have found being present on Cloister underwhelming.
Really? What part about the situation is underwhelming? The corporate invaders killing our scientists en masse? The protectorate subjects raising our research? I sincerely hope you're not about to tell me it's the weather.
What? No, I lost my thread of thought.
Ouais, ça c'est des trucs que je vole, donc ça on va pouvoir le foutre là. Ouais, je l'ai déjà de façon toi.
You have a very non-scholarly look about you.
T'as trouvé ça tout seul? C'est là, non? Non, on peut voler quelques trucs.
And how did you sleep?
Decidedly horrible. If it was any colder, I'd be dead. And those protectorate loudspeakers playing all night remind me of the pre-schism days.
I've been hearing them in my dreams. Suddenly I'm kicked from Laplace's garden and sent into war.
Whoa, please keep your behavior within acceptable parameters.
Antis can't even direct their deployment of food drops properly.
Lovely day for differential geometry.
On peut ramasser. Ouais, c'est pas considéré comme du vol puisque c'est dehors. Ok, donc ça on a ouvert, on passe par là.
Your shift on the front line is about to start. Bid farewell to the fire.
Well, I would happily oblige and leave the warmth for the freezing temperatures, but if you recall, we traded shifts last week.
That may well be true.
but it seems to me I do recall you still owe me a favor, and I am formally invoking said favor now.
Like, damn it all. Okay, just a few more I can't go back out there. I feel like I'm going to succumb to panic.
All of you reinforcements from Laplace's garden are acting like scared little sprats. Life of luxury has weakened your...
Please, don't distract me.
Try
from
not
my
to
more
deviate
pressing
from the norm.
distractions.
Ok.
I can tell we have little crossover.
I'm here to maintain
Cause
security,
trouble and I will
not to
school
teach you remedial
chapter and verse.
Ah, qu'il n'y a pas un pouilleux. Donc bon. On verra pas, mais putain, il est où son coffre?
Just stay focused. Keep your head down. Breathe. Recite pi to 1,000 digits to calm yourself.
Peut-être là. Oh, puis c'est fermé.
Are you there? If you happen to be headed into Protectorate territory, can you keep your lamps open for my... Are you there? If you happen to be headed into Protectorate territory, can you keep your lamps open for my scouts? That squad should have reported back hours ago.
On pourrait le déverrouiller, mais bon, il va pas être content le monsieur. Ça se voit tout de suite. Ouais, mais le problème c'est que j'ai pas trouvé ton truc, hein. Pas loin, c'est pas loin, ça dépend ce qu'ils appellent pas loin, quoi. Oh. Oh joujou.
Do I hear hammering from the other stations?
Don't question it. Just be glad I brought a blowtorch.
Seems rather extreme. Are you sure you can't simply unbolt it?
As I already stated, the weather has iced over the bolts. They require the application of concussive force before they can be manipulated.
Oh, architect preserve us.
Damn antis and their propaganda. Take this, you piece of poorly designed refuse! Take this!
Well, that's one way to do it.
Ah, du coup, j'ai pas trouvé son coffre. Hein. Non, c'est pas là, j'ai été déjà. Bon, c'est pas grave. On regarde le groupe de résistance. On va le faire, c'est à côté. J'étais sur la route toute la sainte journée. Oh. Vous en avez marre d'essayer d'atteindre l'ascension dans l'ordre, ce protectorat ne peut plus vous protéger, vous fatigue. Alors venez chez Anti-Choice, vous donnerons la liberté de choisir votre propre voie. Nous sommes constamment à la recherche de grands esprits, de mains qualifiées pour aider Anti-Choice à dominer le marché. Rejoignez-nous maintenant pour avoir droit à une remise de 80% sur notre panier d'accueil offert. Waouh, c'est luxe. Il y a du monde. Il y a du monde. Oh, un gros joujou. Oh, il y a des mines. Sérieusement.
on their weaknesses. Check your scopes for combatant analysis. Suture me up. It would improve your odds.
You're looking pretty scathed, Commander.
Ah. Bon après c'est vrai que l'arme, bon. Tout dépend, tout dépend jusqu'à quel niveau on peut l'augmenter, mais bon. Le malade est vachement...
Investigating hostile intentions. Back and scan.
Popping my claw. Mess with me, you get the claw.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified. Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Breath's raring to go.
I have a fix on their weaknesses. Check your scopes for combatant analysis. Combatant scan. Stun weapon ready, Commander. Target analyzed. Lay down fire. I have a fix on their weaknesses.
Ouf. Eh ben c'était tendu.
Graph's back in business.
Adversary vulnerabilities identified.
Il y a encore des méchants. Il y a encore des méchants.
Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
Oh, mais ils sont dedans. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a encore? Technophobe, les automatas vous terrifient. Dégâts infligés par les automatas plus 20%, mais dégâts aux automatas plus 20%. Non. Et là, qui est en réparation. En réparation. La banque de résistance 2789B12 subit une surchauffe provoquée par un échec partiel et un désalignement du régulateur qui contrôle la tension d'entrée. Pour le moment, il faut le recalibrer physiquement. Une fois une équipe disponible, nous déploierons une unité d'ingénieurs à l'archive de niveau 3 pour ajuster les commandes sur le toit afin que la réparation soit plus fiable et permanente. Au personnel de réparation, veuillez prendre votre kit de réparation de résistance standard pour effectuer les réparations temporaires. Veuillez parler de l'ingénieur en charge de la station relais qui se trouve près de la plateforme d'atterrissage nord-ouest. Déjà, on a trouvé. Allons ouvrir. On voit qu'on peut passer par le toit. Pareil, contrôle automatiquement le régulateur selon les besoins du système local. Il semble décalé, il aurait besoin qu'on l'ajuste. Ah, il faut science 3. Bon, allez, pour un. Attends, ça veut dire que si j'avais mis là, j'aurais apparu le truc, c'est ça que tu essaies de me dire? Ah ouais. Chier. Chier, c'est vrai que j'ai mis un science pour rien. Comme j'ai récupéré le kit de réparation, autant utiliser le kit de réparation. Hein. Ne faisons pas le con. Oui, un méchant. Ah oui, encore le petit... Ça on a lu, tout ça on a lu. Ah voilà. Hey. Fait. Ah, on a un avantage. Ah, je sais pas si je prends le pickpocket du coup. Ah, ça sert à rien parce que l'autre elle a pas la clé. Fait chier, je sais pas quoi prendre. Oh, du coup, je passais 20. Oh. Ils améliorent la puissance des armes à biomasse de votre groupe. Ils affirment toujours une petite quantité de dégâts corrosifs. Votre dégâts corrosifs augmente et cumule les effets secondaires plus rapidement. Vous construisez une amorce personnalisée. La place de votre inhalateur à l'utiliser, appliquez un buff Pour une longue durée, tant que le meuf est actif, les ennemis tués par le groupe vous soignent d'une partie quantité de santé. La mort ne produit que peu de toxicité. Aristole. Met à votre appareil de déviation gaz-énergie. Chacun se trouve dans votre groupe en envoie une partie des dégâts subis par le bouclier à l'attaquant. Ouais. Là, vos scanners arrivent, ce qui permet d'annuler automatiquement les ennemis. Vos scanners, vos attaques appliquent des effets aux cibles qui dépendent de l'endroit du corps où vous frappez. Ouais, bon. On va le mettre là, même si en soi, je m'en fous un peu d'elle. Ok, on va les revoir, tonton. Il est où déjà? Il est là.
Are you there? If you happen to be headed into Protectorate territory, can you keep your lamps open for my scouts? That squad should have reported back hours ago.
C'est pas toi. Non, c'est toi. Ah non, c'est toi. Alors attends, avant d'y aller, il me faut un endroit pour TP. Mais là, pourquoi il y a autant de morts? Bah oui, il y a des mines. Non, des chances d'oublier votre détecteur météo aujourd'hui. Nous vous encourageons fortement vous rappeler d'emmener votre détecteur. Comme par hasard. Il y a du monde? Ah, c'est des méchants? Ah ouais. J'espère que ces messieurs veulent en découdre. Les 45. Et bon, on découdra plus tard. Il y a le marteau. Il y a encore un fusil. Je regarde. Ouais, je regarde ce que c'est. Très bien, très bien. Tac, tac, tac. Donc ça c'est bon, ça c'est bon. On va sauvegarder. Hop, pas mal. Pas mal du tout. Ça c'est bon, ça c'est bon. Qu'est-ce que je voulais dire? Oui, demain, je ne suis pas là. Donc du coup, on se retrouve jeudi pour la suite de Outer World 2. Hop, hop, hop. Sur ce, je vous dis bonne fin de soirée, bonne nuit et à jeudi. Bye bye.